topic for today is about square of a binomial. So one of the technique in order for us to multiply big numbers is using square of a binomial. So let's consider this given example. Multiply 109 and 109. Since we have to multiply 109 twice, that becomes 109 to the power of 2. Again, once we talk about square of a binomial, that means we will have to square two terms. So inside our parentheses, there will be two terms. And this 109 can be separated, that becomes 100 plus 9 to the power of 2. So we have two terms in our parentheses and it's powered by 2. Afterwards, we will have to identify our first term and our last term. 100 is our first term and 9 or positive 9 is our last term. So next to that is that we will have to apply now square of a binomial. It says that in square of a binomial, we will have to square the first term. Our first term is 100 and we have to square it. Add twice the product of your first term, 100, and last term, 9. Add the square of your last term. This is how square of a binomial works. So afterwards, we will have to simplify. So the square of 100 is 10,000 plus 2 times 100 makes 200 times 9 makes 1,800 plus the square of 9 is 81. Next is we have to add all the numbers and that becomes 11,881. Therefore, we can say that the product of 109 and 109 is just equal to 11,881 using the technique of a square of a binomial. A plus b to the power of 2 is just equal to a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. So let's try to use these given examples and find for the product of a square of a binomial. So in letter A, we have x plus 5 to the power of 2. The very first thing to do is we have to identify your A and your B. So your A is the first term of the given binomial, we have x, and your B is the second term of the given binomial, which is positive 5. Always include the sign of your last term and your first term. So after finding for A and B, we are now going to find or substitute these values to a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. So substitute it. What is the value of your A? Your A is just equal to x, so x to the power of 2 plus 2 times your A is x, your B is positive 5 plus the square of positive 5. So we have to simplify. What's the square of x? It is just equal to x squared plus 2 times 5 makes 10 times x makes 10x plus the square of 5 is just equal to 25. So after simplifying all of the terms, then we can now get the perfect square trinomial, which is the answer of our square of a binomial. Okay, let's proceed in the second example. We have 6y minus 7 to the power of 2. Again, identify your A is equal to 6y and your B is equal to negative 7. So after identifying your A and B, substitute it here. So we have a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. So your A is equals to 6y. Quantity 6y to the power of 2 plus 2 times your A is 6y times your B is negative 7 plus the square of your b, negative 7 to the power of 2. So you have to simplify. 6y to the power of 2. So you have to apply power rule. That means distribute the exponent 2 to your numerical coefficient, distribute 2 to your literal coefficient. So that is 6 to the power of 2, y to the power of 2, plus, for this given term, you have to multiply first the numerical coefficients or the numbers. So we have 2 times 6 makes 12. 12 times 7 makes, what is 12 times 7? Negative 7. That makes negative 84y. So plus the square of negative 7 is positive 49. So this is the time for you to simplify. The square of 6 is 36. The square of y is y squared. Positive times negative is negative 84y plus 49. And this is now our perfect square trinomial. So that is all about square of a binomial.